How is it going out there, guys? JesusQuesadilla here, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Grand Theft Auto Lost and Damned. It's cool to have you guys back here today. We are here with episode 7, and today we're going to be completing some more missions for, it looks like the actual mission markers themselves are going to be for Jim, but today we're going to be dealing with a big pain in our side, Brian, who, after Billy Gray got arrested in the last episode. By the way, if you haven't already seen that, be sure to check that out, because if you missed it, you missed a lot of really important stuff. But, yeah, in the last episode, Billy Gray was arrested, and Brian basically went full rogue on us, and tried to take some of the Lost Brotherhood along with him. So we're going to deal with that little nuisance today, and why don't we go ahead and get started? Oh yeah, hit the pipe. Hit that corncob pipe.
American. I like an American bike.
Yeah,
American woman.
You older, Grandpa, so you like a more sedate ride, some older, mature shit. Give me that.
I give you mature shit, Malk. Hey.
Ew, who that?
Malk. Deshaun, Johnny, brother of mine.
All right.
Hey,
What's up?
Malk's got us a connection, Johnny.
I'm good, man. I don't need one of them hair dryers.
Oh, yeah?
Boom.
You sure now?
No. Some serious hardware. Malk's got us a connection that ain't got nothing to do with bikes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, explosives.
That's right.
Well, now that sounds interesting.
This, we could take the Angels of Death out of business for a long, long time.
Oh, you think? With that, it looks like we could take the whole fucking town out of business.
Motherfucking right.
So what do you say? Are you down?
I am
Man,
down
you
with the
gotta ask a
clown,
question
Charlie
like that?
Brown.
Looks like you're going senile or something, man.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Yo, you fools have fun, but remember this. You get in any trouble, you ain't meet me.
Malk, I know where you got that shit, man, but one thing's for sure. We will have fun.
Kai, play nice. Peace, son.
Later, Malk.
Hey. Later.
Alright, cool beans. Time to get our hands on some TNT. But, yeah, in case you guys didn't already recognize him, Malk is from Grand Theft Auto 4. I think you actually, I think that you have some missions involving him with Nico, so that's kind of cool. More reoccurring characters, always nice. Although I don't remember Malcolm all that well, I do kind of sort of vaguely remember him, and I remember my friend telling me that he was in the main game. Not that I ever beat the main game, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm recording this video on a lovely Wednesday morning. I say that somewhat begrudgingly because I'm not too used to getting up this early in the morning to record videos. It just happens to be one of the only times of the day when I can really sit down to record, because otherwise I'm busy throughout most of the day. So I woke up a little bit earlier than usual. It's actually 8 o'clock right now, and I tend to like to sleep in way into the PM. So forgive me if I'm a little bit groggy, but I'm going to try my best to make this work and get some episodes recorded today. We're actually really close to beating the game. I'd say another, God, I don't even know, probably like 5 more episodes at the most, and we'll probably be done. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into Grand Theft Auto 5. I know I already mentioned that in the last video, but at this point I'm basically just trying to get through this game as quickly as I can. Although, at the same time, the next couple missions we're going to be running up into are actually pretty fun. They're, especially the final mission of this game, which I won't spoil until we actually get to. But I will just say that the main reason why I chose to do this Let's Play is because the final mission in Lost and Damned is probably one of my favorite. Now then, this mission, on the other hand, not so much, because you have to use these pipe bombs, or, well, I guess you don't have to use the pipe bombs, it's just what the mission kind of gives you to use. We're going to be going around taking out some of the angels driving around in vans. I believe there's 3 of them around the city. And the game supplies you with about 25 pipe bombs, which, you know, actually getting into gunfights, the pipe bombs are pretty useful, but trying to do drive-bys by dropping pipe bombs isn't the most effective strategy, at least not that I've found. But we're going to go ahead and try and keep up with this guy. See, the problem is that the pipe bombs are on a detonator timer, so when you drop them, there's a slight delay between the time you drop them and the time they actually blow up. So to do this mission, you really have to lead your target a little bit. But looks like I managed to let him slip me by there. Oops. Let's go ahead and catch up with somebody else. Yeah, I don't know. The pipe bombs just... I think that if you hold down the button, that it builds up the detonator so that when you drop it, it doesn't take as long to blow up. but that's assuming you have the skill to know the timing for that, and quite frankly, I'm not too good with that sort of thing. However, they are very generous. They give you about 25 of them, I think, to start off the mission, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. At the same time, it is also just as easy, I believe, to, you know, whip out your shotgun and just take care of them that way. Although I think I just got one. Alright, so time to move on to the other two. Yep, there's all the fiery carnage. But one down, two more to go. Yeah, it's not too bad. If this takes too long, I may actually just switch over and... Okay, they're pretty close by. I may switch over to like a submachine gun or a shotgun or something and use that instead, because it's just going to be a lot quicker, but I'll try and do the mission the way it was intended, which was using the pipe bombs. That's something else. Grand Theft Auto 5 has a surprising amount of weapon diversity. And not just between the characters, but I mean, just in general, the number of weapons in that game and like the customization for them it's staggering, especially compared to Grand Theft Auto 4, which, you know, had zero customization and all that cool shit that Grand Theft Auto 5 has plenty of. You know, I think I realized something that really sets GTA 5 and 4 apart, besides the feel of the game, which, you know, is extremely important, but customization in general is really, really good in Grand Theft Auto 5. And I think that that's one of the main reasons I enjoyed the game so much. Oh wow, took that van out with one well-placed bomb. Time to move on to the last one. But yeah, the GTA 5 customization is just through the roof. I mean, sure, in Grand Theft Auto 4 you could kind of change Nico's outfit a little bit. And in Ballad of Gay Tony you can change Lewis's outfit, I think. But in Grand Theft Auto 5, you have a vast wardrobe from a bunch of different stores, just like in San Andreas, which is something I missed from playing that game. CJ had a lot of really cool outfits. And also the weapon upgrades and like the skin mods you can give your gun to make it look different and stuff like that. I mean, it's silly little stuff, but for some reason customization to me is really important, especially in sandbox video games like this. It really makes the experience feel like it's unique to yourself, I guess. Because you can pick your clothing and weapons and pimp your guy out the way you would want him to look. I don't know. Although, having said that, I do know that GTA Online is supposed to have a pretty good character customization, and I haven't even played GTA Online yet, so I'm really excited to get into that as well. Oh wow, the mission just abruptly ends when you complete it. That's one thing I don't like about the autosave feature in Lost and Damned, is the mission just kind of abruptly ends without really telling you what you got for it. But okay, let's go ahead and give a call to Jim.
Jonathan? Job done, my man. Those deadbeats ain't a problem, and you introduced me to your new friends.
Yeah, Malcolm DeShawn, a good guy. No bullshit, apart from the hair dryers they ride. Seriously, man, you should start using the brothers more now that you're in charge. Give Terry or Claire a call if you ever need some help on club business. Might even do them some good to get off their asses later on.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, actually that's something that I totally forgot. Now that we're the president of the Lost and Damned, now that Billy Gray's back to being incarcerated and we've taken control again, we can actually call on a couple of our gang members to help us out whenever we need it. I'm just going to run in here to ammunition real quick, or... Actually, it's not even ammunition, is it? It's just like a backwoods, black market gun dealer, I guess. But I need to get some armor and stuff. Anyway, I think we got text here. Okay, yeah, I think that's just, that's probably Liz. Yeah. Okay, so Liz is just saying that she has some more missions that we can take from her. However, I'm going to keep on working with Jim for the time being and just get his stuff out of the way, because Liz is way the hell over on the other island, so, I'll save her stuff for a different episode where I can take care of that. For now, though, let's race back on over to Jim, who shouldn't be too far away. And now that I'm all armored up, I should be good to go. I didn't realize what a number those guys were doing on me from their vans. That's one thing, considering that you're riding around on a motorcycle for pretty much this entire game. You are very, very susceptible to enemy fire from other vehicles, which is something I never really had to pay attention to until I started playing as Johnny, and it just, I don't know, they tear your health up, man. Alright, end of chapter.
Hey, here comes the big man.
Gentlemen?
What's happening, Johnny?
My brother. Hey, what's your plan?
We spoke to that fat fuck, Brian. He wants to sit down, call a truce.
Oh, fuck
Brian
that.
wants a truce? Yeah. fuck that. Let's go get him.
That's what I thought you'd say.
Let's do it.
Gonna take care of B to the rye, but the levee was dry. Okay, sounds good. So he wants to supposedly call a truce. Let's see how much truth there is to that. I highly doubt that that's really what he's after, but you know, I am willing to give second chances. However, Brian is on exceedingly thin ice. But yeah, again, I guess just going back to my little spiel on Grand Theft Auto 5, I think what the game feels like to me is if they took the best elements of Grand Theft Auto 4, being the production level and the graphics and the level of detail, and combining that with all of the best customization options from San Andreas, while at the same time getting rid of all the annoying stuff. Like, you know, having to maintain your weight and your muscle and stamina and stuff by doing workouts and eating fast food in San Andreas. That wasn't the best part of the game, but I definitely appreciate in Grand Theft Auto 5 how they brought back the Los Santos custom paint shop and stuff like that, so you can go pimp out your ride, you can, like, suit up your character and stuff. And I also appreciate that they took out the annoying crap from Grand Theft Auto 4, which there was a lot of, you know, especially like, "Hey Nico, it's your cousin, Roman. How would you like to go bowling today, cousin?" Hopefully I just never see Roman ever again in a video game. Or Brian, for that matter. How's it going, you fat fuckface?
One-way SOB and you don't give a shit about the brothers. Yeah, you think Billy'd stick his neck out for you? You're dumber than I thought.
Please just shove a Molotov up his ass.
I just knew you'd say that. You're so predictable, Johnny Little Dickowitz.
What a baby.
And your babysitter Billy's on the inside now, so it's bedtime for you, motherfucker.
That's your call,
Get the
boy.
fuck out of town.
That's your call, boy. You're the one taking a nap. Put these assholes in the ground, brothers.
Are you serious? Really? You're gonna side with Brian? Well, you're digging your own grave. Okay, yeah, so fuck the truce, it was an ambush. But apparently Brian's actually recruited quite a number of... Whoa, it's actually more than I remember. Yeah, Brian's recruited a ton of the Lost Bikers to his side of this battle. I'd say actually most of the Lost Brotherhood is actually on his side. Besides Jim, Terry, and Clay, we don't really have too many allies at this point. I'm just going to throw the rest of those pipe bombs from the last mission, because I don't know when I'll ever use them. But yeah, let's go ahead and wipe these guys out. There's a couple waves of enemies, but nothing too bad. But let's try and get to Brian. God, I've been waiting a long time to kick that guy's ass. I really love the rewarding moments in Grand Theft Auto games where you know they've been building up this really annoying character to finally get rid of. And Brian is definitely this game's most annoying character, so super glad we're taking care of his ass. Ooh, let's blow up that tank, hell yeah. So yeah, there's gonna be a couple vans full of guys showing up, so even once you take care of the initial wave, there's still gonna be more backup showing up. I didn't realize there were even this many people in the Lost Brotherhood. Unless maybe Brian's going and, like, recruiting some of the Angels or something like that, but somehow I doubt that they'd want to work with him. Anyway, since they're on bikes, they're not too hard to take care of. I got on my PS3 earlier the other day, and my god, a lot of video games came out yesterday, on the 29th. I didn't even realize just how many video games were going to come out simultaneously. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and Battlefield 4 dropped on the same day, I believe. And then also, I don't know if you guys are huge wrestling fans, but I sort of am. And the new WWE game also came out yesterday, so it's just really putting a hurt on my wallet because I cannot afford to get all of these really awesome games, and it kind of sucks, but, you know, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's always good to have choices. Alright, come on, come on. Oh, whoa, there's dudes climbing over the wall. What the hell's with that? But yeah, just wondering, what games are you guys stoked for or excited? Because I know there's a ton of really cool games coming out for the end of this year. You know, with the console generations ending, everyone's kind of like going out with a bang. And actually, most of those games are going to be launch titles for the new consoles too, so maybe you guys are holding off and waiting to get the Xbox One or the PS4 so you can get the games on that instead. But me personally, I don't know. I haven't played a first-person shooter in a while, so I don't think I'm picking up Ghost, and I don't think I'm picking up Battlefield 4, but I'd like to get a hold of Black Flag at some point. That game looks like it could be fun. And pirating's always awesome.
These guys start a fight, they gotta finish it. Let's chase them down. Time to get the fuck out of this toilet.
Okay, yep, this mission isn't done yet. I forgot about this part. Okay, so a couple more guys are going to be on the run, and again, I apologize for the cutscenes glitching out. That happens at the end of almost every cutscene, and I, quite frankly, have no idea why. I think it has something to do with Fraps and the way it's set up on my computer, but I can't seem to do anything about it. I was kind of fiddling around with it, and, excuse me, sir, would you get your truck out of the way? I was trying to fiddle around with it off screen, and I just couldn't get it to record without that glitch happening. But alright, time to get rid of these guys. Was that all of them? Oh no, I missed one. Whoops. Okay, crap, I gotta catch up with him. Damn it, Johnny. Why can't you control your bike better? But yeah, I don't know, man. There are just so many games that came out recently, and I mean, I already spent a bunch of money getting the collector's edition for this, not this game, but for Grand Theft Auto 5. I actually picked up Pokemon X the other day, too. And I picked up the WWE game, like I mentioned. So I'm already pretty much broke. I don't have a lot of money to be throwing around for the rest of the year. But at the same time, so many cool games are coming out. Saints Row 4 came out not too long ago. I bought that. And I don't know. It's just amazing. This year has been really, really good for video games. I still want to get a hold of The Last of Us, because that game is, well, pretty much the only other game of the year contender besides Grand Theft Auto 5, but, you know.
Looks like we're about all that's left of the Alderney chapter, man.
We don't need numbers, man. We need brothers. And that's what we got left. You, me, Angus, Terry, Clay, brothers.
You're right about that.
Shit. I wish we pinned down Brian. That little weasel.
He'll turn up soon enough.
Yeah, maybe. See you soon, brother.
Oh, yep, he's definitely going to, because we're going to take care of Brian before this episode's over. I'm not going to let him get away today. We are actually, right there, another icon popped up for Jim, so we can run over and take care of Brian right now if we want to. And yes, I do want to, because he's been a pain in our side for way too long, and that was the whole point of today's episode, really. I want to take care of all of Jim's missions. So let's go ahead and set our marker. Let's make our way over there. But yeah, I guess my whole complaint with the video game thing is I wish I had more money. I think everyone wishes that, but I wish I had more money to play all these awesome games. I wish I had more time, especially. Even if I did buy all these games, I do not have the time for them. I barely have enough time to sit down and record Lost and Damned. This isn't even the game I really want to be playing right now. Truth be told, I just want to get over to Grand Theft Auto 5 already, because that's where the real fun is, but, you know. Taking care of Brian will be lots of fun. I've been looking forward to this for pretty much the entire playthrough. There are 2 worthwhile missions in the Lost and Damned. Well, okay, maybe more than 2, but the 2 that I find the most worthwhile are this next upcoming one where we take care of Brian, and then also the final mission of the game, and you'll see why once we get to it, but that is an all-out, just chaotic war. And, okay.
Gentlemen?
Johnny, you remember Ray, right?
Why, yes, I do.
How am I doing? I got the feds all over me. I got a boss who's a paranoid wreck, and I got a guy above me in the food chain with a brain like an overcooked artichoke.
An artichoke?
Yeah? Sounds like shit to me, but whatever. So, why you here?
I heard you boys is having a little internal dispute.
And where'd you hear that from?
From Ashley.
You friends with Ashley?
Everybody's friends with Ashley, tough guy.
Fuck you, bro. I love her.
You know, she's
Just kidding.
a little messed up, but, you know, she needed a friend.
I guess now would be a bad time to mention to Ray that she probably has syphilis.
How the hell does he know?
All right. Don't go breaking my balls, all right? I talked to Brian a half an hour ago. And listen, I understand where you guys are coming from. And on one hand, I don't give a shit. A bunch of grease monkeys want to have an all-out gangbang be my guest. You're all adults. Sorta. But right now, I need calm. Billy's on the inside. I need a steady flow of merchandise. So it's in my interest to see that you boys calm things down.
Well, there's only like 5 of us left, so...
Squabble and get back to work. I'll see you later.
Yeah, huh?
See you later,
Yeah,
Ray.
bye, buddy.
So what do you think, Johnny?
I think that guy makes my skin crawl. But now that you mention it, so does Brian. And right now, he's our problem.
God damn it. Brian was my brother.
Yeah, he was, but so were a lot of people. I don't feel like that shit means too much anymore.
So?
So I'm gonna go pay Brian a visit and see just what that fat fucker's problem is. See you all later.
Okay, sounds good. Time to finally deal with this asshole. And, actually there are two ways we can go about this, and I'm a little conflicted on which I want to do. See, we can actually kill Brian in this mission, or we can let him go. We have that option to actually let him escape and still pass the mission. Thing is, if you do that, Brian will actually appear as a random event character later on in the game, and we'll have a chance to kill him again later. But, you know, I'd rather not do that, honestly. I mean, that might be a little bit fun to get to see his random event, but at the same time, I'm through with dealing with him. I just want to take care of him and just be done with the whole situation, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go the route where I go ahead and kill him in this mission, because it'll also give me a chance to call up on Terry and Clay and show you guys what that looks like. For pretty much the rest of the game, we can call them to help us on any mission. Well, almost any mission. And believe me, their help is invaluable. It's really cool because you basically get 2 hired guns that are pretty effective. And, you know, we're going to have some really difficult missions coming up, actually. There's 1 or 2 that can be a little bit, dicey, and so having them as backup really comes in handy. And if I didn't have them at my disposal, the game would actually be a lot harder. So they help to simplify matters a little bit. And it is kind of cool, since we are the chapter president and all, even though we are like the leader of a gang of about 4 or 5 guys, and one of those 5 guys happens to be in a wheelchair, so he's not going to be too helpful to us. But yeah, so it's just kind of cool that they have that mechanic of being able to call in on dudes. But anyway, Brian's safe house is going to be right around the corner here. He's hiding out here in the slums where he thinks no one will find him, but I know better. Okay, he's protected in his safe house. Pff, that's what he thinks. I got pipe bombs.
I wouldn't want to be in prison or anything, but I take it.
Oh yeah, I bet you'd take it, Brian. Alright, so it looks like they got a back door there. Alright, take out Brian, and we just got a text from Jim, basically just saying that we can call on Terry and Clay, which, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and do right now. So let's open up our phone book, and you can actually call either of them, it doesn't matter. I think that they both show up no matter what. So let's just give Clay a call.
Johnny. Clay, I'm at Brian's place. You guys want to come here and help me with him?
Right on, brother. Me and Terry can go around the back and wait for him. If you send a grenade in the window, that should smoke him right out to us.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, just what I wanted to hear. And I don't think I have a grenade. Well, I have a pipe bomb, but that's going to be a little bit inaccurate to throw. However, I think I do still have an RPG or 2. Yeah, I do.
Back with Clay. Send him out to us, will you?
Okay, sounds good. So he's going to run around back. Maybe it is just Clay. Oh no, there's Terry.
Make sure the
Actually, I don't know which one's which now that I think about it. It really doesn't matter either. But we're going to go ahead and let them run around, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this rocket. Hopefully this works. It said to use a grenade, but I figure this counts too. And if not, hopefully we just kill him with the blast. Boom, baby. Okay, Brian's trying to escape out the back, like we're going to let that happen. Okay, but he is going to have some backup. And, oh god, I thought that fence was going to be sturdier than that. Shit. Okay. You guys want to just back the hell up? Crap. I probably should be using something a little more effective than a pistol right now, but I don't want to take the time to switch weapons. That's another thing Grand Theft Auto 5 improved on, the weapon switching wheel. Oh, whoa, oh, that was Brian. Okay, well that was an anticlimactic battle, but we took care of him. So now we don't have to worry about that fuckface ever again. Okie dokie, now I think we just need to get the hell out of Dodge. Also I just realized I stole Brian's bike. I feel like in the biker community that must mean something. But we're going to get a quick call from Jim here to end off the mission, and I think that's going to be it for today's episode. So just going to wait around, kind of putz around and drive while I wait for him. Or apparently we're going to call him instead. Okay.
Where's Brian?
Halfway to hell, my brother. We don't need to worry about that little fucker pulling nothing.
Good to know. I'll stop looking over my shoulder. Well, until Billy gets out of prison at least. Stay in touch.
Yeah, heard that. Alright. Biker backup stats. You know, that's one thing I realized. I was talking about in a previous episode how it's cool how your guys, like, upgrade their stats, but this game is so short that it really doesn't even matter. I mean, if the game was as long as the original Grand Theft Auto 4, then it would kind of matter, but oh well. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode. It's been a whole lot of fun. Thank you for joining me here today. Once again, my name is JesusQuesadilla, and if you've not already subscribed to me, please feel free to do so, and that way you can stay up to date in the future when I post more videos to my channel. But otherwise, it's been a whole lot of fun, and until the next episode... Ooh, we got a text from Jim. Well, whatever. We'll deal with that next time, guys. So, until then, this is JesusQuesadilla signing out and wishing you well. Peace!